Well, we're all done at the barn. It's around 1 o'clock. I got to take Addie over to, we're going to be a little bit late for her birthday party. Maria's a little bit late for Maria's birthday party, but it's 2 hours long.
Everyone else is coming.
Yeah, you'll be getting there the same time as everybody else.
Okay.
So, a long day at the barn today. We had everybody trained this week. Everybody trained this week. Now, I trained Gymboree this morning, was strong. I trained Grand Slam Dio today also, who was strong. I was happy with the way both of those horses trained this morning. Addie, turn that down, honey. And that was in between sets. We had 7 sets. Every baby today trained except for, as I said, Sterling Hanover. Just waiting to get him castrated, especially after I've seen the improvement from the other horses that were a little moody at times. And there was nothing wrong with Sterling. I just want to nip this in the bud and get him going in the right direction because he has got a sweet gait on him, this horse, and very well-bred horse. And I like everything about him, but I think we're going to love him as a gelding. And trained him a slow mile yesterday just to make sure his cardio was up, but I'm going to get him castrated, I suspect, first part of the week. Mike missed a little, Dr. Latessa missed a little time this week for some personal stuff. You're right, you did, because you were sick. You're right. So next week, hopefully, we'll get caught up with the cryo wings and some castrations, but not the end of the world. Every other horse trained today, every single one, not one scratch, and I was thoroughly pleased with what I saw. The Pacers maybe went a hair quicker than we were planning on going. The track was in decent condition, hard underneath with little firm snow on top. So what I would say, pretty good track, to be honest, to train on today. I thought all the horses responded well. Very few of them made, the ones that had made errors, I'll go through the list, but I don't think anybody may have had any reoccurring issues. We weren't perfect today. There were some horses that made a few little breaks, but certainly nothing to be concerned about, and not generally the horses that make those breaks. So I'm going to go through the list with you right now, talk about, Addie down, honey, talk about how they went, how quick they went, how well they went, and this looks very familiar.
What does?
This area, I think I took a wrong turn coming out of the pizza place. I did take a wrong turn, because this is back almost where we started. That's weird. So let's get right through the list right now. No, we're good now. In set number 1, we had Don't Ask Again, Supermind, Uncle Danny, My Name is Swaney, Jolene Hall, Emerald Tom, and Royal Duchess. It was our first set of the day. I had told everybody, listen, I don't want to be going fast with the horses today. Get them over the half in 28 to 30 for the most part, especially this first set. And then that will get us somewhere around 52, 54, which is exactly where we wanted to go. I was going with Royal Duchess. She was much better today. You know, not with the track a little more firm. She was much, much better. Now, not real hard like it was last week, but just winter. Really pleased with the way Royal Duchess went. I ended up 3rd in that set. An easy drawing off winner. It's time. Oh, really? I did, yeah, because there's KFC, right? My Name is Swaney is going to have to start going with the Pacers now. She was fairly dominant this morning, and as Tyler said, pulling up, she's good to go now. She is steering perfect, doing her work perfect, looks very, very sharp and attentive. Very happy with My Name is Swaney this morning. Royal Duchess, Uncle Danny was good also. Don't Ask Again is getting better. We did take the flip-flops off her. One more horse, I can't think who it is on the top of my head, but as I come to it, I'll tell you. One more horse needs to lose the flip-flops for next week. I can't think of who it is. So I guess we're going to go in program order. My Name is Swaney was the winner. Uncle Danny, Royal Duchess, Jolene Hall, Supermind, and Emerald Tom were behind us. Actually, I think Amy said Supermind made a break, just goofing off. Anyway, he's been fine. I saw him hogging in his head check. That's what he'll do. He'll get angry, probably touch himself, get hogging down in his head check as he's angry, and go into a gallop. Easiest way to nip that in the bud right now is just to put a little more stiffer bit in his mouth, maybe a birch bit or something in his mouth, just for a little while to getting paying attention. You know, that's what happens with a lot of these horses. You know, they get feeling sorry for themselves or sulking when they might strike a boot. And what they need to do is focus, push through. You know, that's not very often you're going to have a trotter, especially on a half-mile track, train down, not interfere anywhere, and just, you know, be flawless the whole year. It just doesn't happen. This is a process. I keep saying that. It takes time. And Supermind is no different than 100 Superminds that came before him. Put that birch bit in his mouth. Maybe add a little weight to him up front, a set of bell boots or whatnot, and understand where he is prone to interfering or making mistakes, and have him on his toes and pushing through that area of the training mile. And that goes for almost every single horse. So Supermind, Jolene Hall, Emerald Tom, those 3 horses were just back a little bit. I think, if I'm going to be completely honest, I think all 3 of those horses may have made a short break in the mile, but again, come right up trotting and finished well under the wire. Yes, honey? No, we're going to be going to a restaurant. I gave you a piece of pizza because it was lunchtime. I know, but we're going to a restaurant. Do you not want to see what your friends are eating? All right, listen, you want a piece of pizza? I don't care. I have no problem with the pizza. Here. Fill your boots, turkey. So, set number 2. Now, set number 2 had some horses in it that did make errors. Neuromancer made a break getting into the last turn on Eric. And until that quarter crack did not bleed today, but it is present. And until that quarter crack gets cleaned right up, until I see him confidently moving, I'm not going to get too concerned. What I mean by that is, you know, realistically, you could say, well, you put the hobbles on. We could do a lot with Neuromancer, but there's no rush. The horse is doing his work, trying to do his work well, and has a great composure when he was on the track. He did make a mistake deep in the stretch in our video the other day, and he made a break on Eric getting into the last turn, but Eric ended up uncovered halfway down the backstretch, and I think he just got looking around and kind of lost his attention getting into the turn and ended up making a break. I'll go with him next time, but I'm not overly worried about... I'm not worried at all about Neuromancer's little break today. Jailbird Jog was very good. She got interfered with when he made a break, but both her and Bobby got interfered with when Neuromancer made a break, but finished up extremely strong after that. Had to Know was good. Now, the 3 horses have finished right across the track, have been very good for quite a while, and I'll tell you what, we were smoking the last 16th. Blue Rare got up and beat Judy's Money right on the shadow of the wire. I guess I shouldn't say it like that. All 3 of us were right across the track. Go Strong Hanover, Judy's Money, and Blue Rare. All 3 of us were spread right across the track, and all 3 were flying going through the wire, into the turn, after the mile, into the backstretch. All 3 of those horses have been A1, A+, for quite a while, and I was very happy with the way they finished up. Now, we went out in the 3rd set. My goal right now is to recognize which horses need a little bit of help and start moving to help them out, right? Start getting, you know, it's not time yet to start polishing up the ones that are doing it perfectly. Allow them to continue to repeat the process and work at their job. It's the ones that maybe are on the brink of falling behind a little bit because they're making breaks, or they're getting angry, or they're not paying attention, or they're being a little stubborn. So my job is to recognize which ones those are and help them out. Hanger 1 has been one of those horses. Won a set the other day, a little bumpy, a little rickety throughout. Today, he's slated to be castrated, and today he was a little warm also. Not nearly as bad as the other day, but he was very fluid. He put it on them in the last quarter of a mile. Blew by everybody halfway down the lane, into the turn, never put a step in, trotting away down the backstretch. I was very, very, very happy with what I saw from Hanger 1 today. Can I help you? Well, you can't go bathroom until we get there, and that's going to be in, how long? Why is this not on? It's going to be in 10 minutes. Is that okay with you? Okay. So Hanger 1 was great. Perfection Hanover was good. Amy said he didn't quite have the same pop as he did before. I said, well, he had that virus that was bothering him. It really kind of knocked him for a loop for a bit. Still, his legs are starting to come down good now. They're not stocking up at all. His hocks are cleaning out. He's still trying to get back in the swing of things. And he was good today, but I don't think Amy recognized how fast Hanger One was coming at the end of the mile. He was very good. Sweet Lake was good. Highest Honors was good. Zena Kemp has a Murphy and a head pole inside. Zena Kemp, yeah, Kempy. She was running out of it in the last turn and down the lane. Murphy Blind's got to go on the other side, but stayed at it, did her work very well. Capistrano Nights was good, but as I said to Jason, he said, when you really ask her, he said on the front she was good, first over she was good, but when she was sitting in a hole and a horse blew by her, she'd get frazzled. And I said, well, it doesn't sound like any lather ups I know. Gorgeous Package used to be the worst for that. The worst for that. So I told him I wouldn't worry too much about it. Our hobbles definitely need to come in a couple more holes, which we will do. And ACDC, Eric said he was great today. So the third set, I didn't get to see all of them because I was sitting kind of third, fourth along the rail the whole way, and then kind of fanned out and away we went. But Hanger One was fantastic. Perfection Hanover was good. Everybody in set 3, Sweet Lake, Highest Honors, Zena Kemp, Hanger One, ACDC, Perfection Hanover, Capistrano Nights were all very, very... What are you yelling at? They were all very, very good according to their pilots. Today, we went out in the fourth set. Jason Merriman was going Tomboy Strong, and I said, hey, old Tommy there, she's been in slumber mode for 3 or 4 weeks. Feel free to light a fire under her butt today. And Jason did. She manhandled everybody today. The horse I was most impressed with, other than Tomboy Strong, who looked great, and again, one of those A-plus type horses today, Leland Hanover looked good. Made a break halfway down the lane. I think his hobbles need to come in a hole, and his hobbles need to come in a hole. I wouldn't worry too much. Maybe put a little longer shoe on him behind, but I wouldn't worry too much. The horse was pacing great and looked great. Royal Flush Deal was good on Sarah. Megan's Lucky Day, little fractious, little rude today. Old Megan's going to find herself in the principal's office next week. Her and I are going to spend some time. I'm the principal in the barn. No, well, maybe Mommy is, but I am too. And old Megan looks beautiful on the track, doing her work, acting up in the barn, getting out the door, onto the track, acting up on the track when she first went out. The Uncle Peter has bubbled to the surface of Megan's Lucky Day, but I've seen this before, and unfortunately for Megan, she's got a little heavy lifting coming for her for the next 2 weeks. So she was fine, and you'll see what I'm talking about next week. And Steph's Hope was good again. A little flat today, Amy said, but again, just coming back from surgery. The good thing about seeing when the horses are a little flat is you can reposition them, right? Now we can make a set of those types of horses, 4, 5, 6 horses, so on and so forth. The top 3 or 4 sets are horses that are all pretty even right now, but we do have a couple of horses that are a couple of sets probably of horses trying to catch up, and Steph's Hope would fit into that group. Now the pace, this would be the open pace of the day, although we have some horses some pacers that can easily go with this bunch. These guys were good. We went a mile a little quicker than I wanted to, 2:41 today, and they were super strong. Perfect Thought has been the queen of the group, the queen of the castle, so to speak, in 2025. Amy went with her today. It's funny because Amy's gone with her before when she was throwing her head before we had her teeth done, and she was acting up around Christmas. She jogs around, she goes, man, she seems really quiet. I don't know what to tell you. I said, yeah, let's see how she looks in the mile. Amy went by us getting into the last turn and was wrapped up driving away. Now, we were coming to her. We were pacing hard on the end of the mile too, but nobody was going to get to Perfect Thought. We had to run around twice more. They wouldn't have got to her. She was very, very strong today. Everybody in this set was good. I went with Diosa Della Danza. I was closing second. I don't know what my last quarter was, but it was well above average for this time of year. Really happy with Diosa Della Danza. Running in a bit, needs a Murphy on the inside. Millie Girl running in a bit, needs a Murphy on the inside. Riding the Rodeo, I just got past in the last stage of the wire. In the last stage of the stretch, she looked very, very strong also, and Solidarity was good today. I think he did make a break in the first part of the mile. I think I am going to take the flip-flops off him now, and I don't know that he needs them, but eventually as I've said this to you before, I don't want to take the flip-flops off him, but I do want to get his confidence growing and it seems like it's regressing, it's going the other way. He'll get to a turn, and you really have to watch him or hold him together, or he will make a break. He's a pacer. He's got a slick gait. He shouldn't be doing that, and it shouldn't be a problem ever for a horse like him, and it has been. So I will instruct Enos to take the flip-flops off next week. Just put a set of full wedges on for right now and keep a very, very close eye on Solidarity. I'm almost positive that will nip these breaks that are really just his confidence. It will nip that in the bud. But what a strong set of pacers today. 6th set and 7th set were horses just trying to get it together, right? Some were coming back, some were trying to advance. It's funny. Eric pulled up with Rico Tubbs. He didn't get there. He was second, but he was closing hard on the end of it. And he said, "Is this guy also eligible to Kentucky?" I said, "Yeah, I guess so." I said, "He was one of our cheapest purchases this year." He goes, "Well, he might be a cheap purchase, but I'll tell you what, nice horse." He said, "He does work really, really, really well." Now, we haven't talked much about Rico Tubbs just because I've always said he's got a nice gait. He's got a clean gait. He moves nicely. So there was no real reason for me to talk about Rico.
Why don't corner moving?
That's a stop sign, babe. That's how come. So there was no real reason for me to talk about Rico, but I guess there is now. Eric was pretty enamored with Rico Tubbs today, which is good. This set only went in 252, but everybody in here was good. The horse that I thought did the best work, no, this set went in 248. It was a little quicker. In New York, I put the hobbles on him for the first time. I could see what he was doing and what he wasn't doing. I think we'll be able to help this guy out quite a bit in the very near future. Degas was good. Pretty Eyes and Lies was good. Nobody wanted any part of Elisa Hanover. Tyler Angus went with her. She's not in our system, on Curtis's system yet, her or ACDC. So I forgot to put her on the sheet. Like when I'm populating the sets, there's an automatic list there that you can just pick from, right? Once you pick that horse, it comes out of the main hub, and so on and so forth. You just work your way through until you get to 0. Yep, we're there in 1 second. But I did not get to. Curtis has not put Elisa Hanover in yet, so she was missed until we got to the training sets. I said to Tyler, "You can go with her. You jog her all the time." We pulled up, and she pounded them. And he said to me, he goes, "This horse just a little race car." And I said, "That's how she's been for the past little while." Really, really happy with her. So Elisa Hanover won the set. Rico Tubbs was a closing second. I think Pretty Eyes and Lies and Degas were right there with He's a Fearless Peter. I did finish last, but I was happy with in New York. Last set was a good set. Steady Volo jogged. He still had that curb. I just told Jason, just go easy with him. He jogged. Cherry's Girl was good. Captain Doolittle was good. I put the hobbles on Captain Doolittle, and I was really Doolittle. He was good. Love Sensation and Joe J. Fotag were good also. Happy with the whole crew. I don't know where this place is. It's 1200. Yeah, 1200 Front Street. Must have gone by 1200 Front Street. Anyway, I got to find a party. I'll talk to you guys soon. A great day of training. Very happy with everybody on the track today. Everybody except for one went today, and I'm happy that they're all kind of right there as a group. So, take care. Talk soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day.